If you no, there isn't. If you buy a CD and you lose the CD, that's it. You can't make extra copies.
Why not?
Neil and Sam discussing the merits of illegally copying library material.
Let me throw this scenario up to you.
No, so what did you learn in law school, Sam?
Just let me. No, there are actually a lot of different interpretations.
There are no interpretations.
Fair use. What do you think the Betamax decision was?
No.
What the hell's Betamax?
No,
you remember the Betamax decision?
VHS.
Betamax. The Betamax decision was fair use.
You're allowed to record a TV program.
Yes, that's different.
Play it over. You are making a copy
Yes.
of that TV program for your own personal use.
Did you purchase the TV program?
No, but
There you go.
But you're allowed to make a digital copy of it and play it again for yourself.
First thing, the Betamax decision. You're copying free television shows.
How long ago was it? I doubt it was a digital.
Wait, time out for 1 second. Just so we can get some background. We have Sam Harwin, IT network consultant. We have Neil Citrin, Harvard Law School grad. All right, continue. Continue.
So the Betamax decision, it was your free television show, and you're recording it.
Right.
A CD isn't free. They don't just pass them out and say, here you go, make as many copies as you want. You purchase that CD. Purchasing the CD, you also purchase with a certain license. The license to use that CD, not the license to copy the CD. How'd Napster turn out?
Eric, how do you feel about this?
Think about this scenario, okay? Neil?
Dan, how do you feel about this?
No, but listen to this scenario, okay?
Okay.
Your dad buys a CD.
Yes.
Okay. He buys a
Neil's
CD,
dad would just steal
Neil
it.
Diamond CD, which you really like.
He's too cheap to buy.
You live in the same house with your dad, and you ask your dad, "Hey, Dad, can I borrow that CD? I'd like to listen to that,
Yes.
and I'd like to make a copy for myself."
No. You
Even
cannot
though
do
you're
that.
in the same household.
Yes. You can. No. You do not have a license to make copies of the CD.
It's like if you
allowed
use
to-
software at work.
Are you
You're in
allowed
this.
to
The
use
guy
the
who sits
CD?
next to me can't just use software
Exactly.
because I use it. You have
It's
a
just
license.
like that.
That's right.
You bought one copy of Windows operating system. You can't just put that on an extra computer, can you?
Nope.
You get a couple. With Windows operating system, they'll allow you to have more than one because they know you might have multiple computers. But that's a
But you
special
pay for it.
exception.
The
That's a special
corporation pays for
license.
Now
it.
here's the thing about the backup, though. Why is it that you're not allowed to
Nope.
make a backup for your own personal
cannot.
use of something you
That's
own?
not the license.
You own that. That's yours.
Nope, that's not the license.
Yeah, but you don't. Wait, if you bought a CD and you made a backup and you kept it yourself, that might be okay. But if
That's
you
what I'm
borrow,
trying to say.
but you don't
That's all
buy
I'm
the
trying to
CD,
say.
you borrowed it from the library.
But I am an owner of that material.
You're not an owner if
No.
you borrowed it from the library.
I'm a member of the
If you
of
bought a
the-
CD and you stored it on your computer, so you had it in two different sources,
I see.
that would be okay.
So
as long
what
as you
you're
didn't
saying
distribute it
is
to other people.
all of
Here's
my
the thing.
music, which I've legally purchased, I decide to make a backup copy, and I want to have that
You're violating
backup
the
copy
license.
stored off-site in case that my
You're violating the
house
license.
goes and has a fire.
You're
So
violating the
Elliot is
license.
storing my
You
backup
should have
copy
homeowners
of my
insurance and
data.
just
You're
rebuy it.
violating the license. Okay,
But again,
so,
you're borrowing from the library.
Elliot is
Okay.
my off-site storage.
Here's the thing. So,
my backup.
so if you're the owner, why don't you just take the CDs and books that you borrow from the library and just keep them? You're the owner of those books and CDs, right?
Oh shit!
Why don't you just keep them?
Booyakasha!
Why do you give them back?
It's a co-op. It's like a co-op. It's owned by everyone.
No, but you own it. You own that CD.
Can we get back for a second to why the $50 that you give to the parks goes to illegal use?
That was an extrapolation by you guys. No,
Why?
you said.
Why
it.
won't
I'm
you-
not
why don't
giving
you wanna
my
pay the
money to
$50?
That's not what you said.
Because
I
it
can have the
goes
court reporter read it back for you if you need. You said that the $50 goes to corporations to do logging and it's not for good purposes. I don't need it read back to me like I'm some kind of an idiot. Then why the problem with the $50?
There's no comment on that.
Why the problem with the $50?
I have no responsibility whatsoever.
Did you steal the Eric's Park Pass? You're goddamn right I did.
Or Jack Nicholson has a real high
Neil,
voice.
are there some fair use rights?
You get it from the library.
You own a license.
Okay, what about like the way iTunes works? Okay, you're at
You
iTunes.
pay for it.
No, just listen, Eric. I'm talking about the program.
Sam,
Yes.
I'm gonna cut you off. You pay for it. That's it. Conversation's over.
Okay.
What's your problem now?
Okay, I have an iPod. I connect my iPod to my computer at work. My computer is in the network at work. Other people can see my music and they
That's
can
stealing.
play my music.
It's stealing. That violates the terms of the license.
No, it's not, because the RIA approved that software, and they
No.
also approved Apple's use of that software.
Not for other people to listen
Yeah,
to
they
and
did.
use.
Then why is that feature implemented in the
Well,
software?
you definitely can't download it. You could listen to it maybe.
Right. Okay, so I can listen to it. Is there anything wrong with that? Listening to somebody else's music over the
plug your
network?
I don't know. You'd have to look at what Apple's license with RIA was. I don't know. I can't tell you. But that's all licensed. It's not like, oh, I have it. I can just.
There may
you know,
be fine points that we could eventually get to where it's like this is a close call, but borrowing from the library and copying it
not a close call.
is not a close
Not differing interpretations.
All I'm saying to you is there's a certain amount of
No.
fair use, and you're not recognizing any fair use laws.
You're not doing anything that's fair use. You're borrowing something from the library, copying it for your own personal use, because you apparently own the CDs, yet you give them back.
Okay, let's say this. Anyone need a rest area? If I buy a CD,
Yes.
I make a copy of that CD, then my original CD gets destroyed. Am I allowed to use my backup copy?
Technically, you're not even
because
supposed
it's a
to make a
backup. You
copy.
also have to destroy it.
Technically, you're not allowed to make a copy of that CD.
I can just picture like,
So then how-
God damn it, this sucks.
If you lose that CD, you buy a new CD.
So then how is it that like the blank CD industry is booming?
Because that's for data.
It's for data.
Oh yeah, I'm sure everybody uses it only for data.
Oh, because people use it means it's legal?
Oh.
Ah, marijuana?
Yeah, Sam, how much marijuana do you use? That doesn't make it
Whoa,
legal.
whoa, whoa,
Edit
whoa,
that out.
whoa.
Oh, edit that out.
Alright, ready? Let's
What
start
if it's
from the beginning.
copying music for medical
Oh,
purposes?
just because everyone uses it means it's legal? Alright, take it from there.
What if the music I copy sues me to go to sleep at night when I'm dying of an infectious disease?
Yeah, sorry, Sam. It was a good try. Good luck with that in the future.
All right, we
Really,
are
it
not getting good video here.
It comes
We're
down
getting
to
good
Sam,
audio.
whatever makes you feel, Sam, what was that? I couldn't hear you.
No comments.
Oh, come on. Sam, you admit what?
Come on, I admitted that the apple cinnamon oatmeal wasn't as good as the maple
All right,
brown sugar.
Elliot, turn off the camera. Wink, wink. All right, Sam, I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
We need people to feel comfortable replaying what they said when the camera was not on. What was Eric's rampage the other day that he wouldn't redo?
Which one?
That's when Sam told us not to be jerk offs when we're around other people.
Wait, what did he say?
This is on camera. I don't think it really counts.
All right, camera's off.
Neil, thanks for agreeing with my point on that. I think you should just state it again for the camera.
Yeah, basically what Sam's point was, he said, and I quote, okay, the library thing might have been a stretch.